Hey everybody, it's Marty JavaScript Party, and I'm doing my simple 3JS project. This is called a star tetra. What's it called? A star tetrahedron geometry. And basically, it's a two tetrahedrons on top of each other. It's really cool. Let's see, let's do this. So we're rotating around the z-axis. I think that's really neat. Stop that rotation, and now let's rotate it around the y-axis. So that's the one that's up and down, so it should kind of like act like it's spinning around a pole. And then that's cool. And then the x, so that means it's like it's spinning around a rope, I guess is what you do. Like it's, so we'll do that one. I think it's really cool, like when you do like spin it like in two different ways. So now it's around the x and the y. And so the code is very simple, especially if you saw yesterday's video. Basically, all we did was create another tetrahedron. We rotated it by a half of like 90 degrees. I think that is pi over 2. No, pi over 2 is 180 degrees, right? No, what is it? 2 pi is 360 degrees. Okay, so 1 pi is, I guess, 180 degrees. And then pi over 2, I guess, is 90 degrees. I think. And basically, we just group them. We just add it as a group. It's kind of funny. Before I started this project, I didn't really understand groups at all. So now it's so obvious and simple. It's just so weird how like things go from like being like completely like almost unintelligible to understand to like common sense, and you can't understand why everybody doesn't understand it. Like sometimes on a dime. I mean, I've like literally been in conversations with people that say, "Hey, I've been trying to figure this out for 3 weeks, blah blah blah," and then kind of sit down, explain it to them, and maybe 5 minutes later, they're like, "Yeah, no, I always knew that," and it's just like, "Ooh, this is such a weird conversation." Like you literally spent 5 minutes telling me how it's taken you, how you've been banging your head against the wall for like almost a month, and now you're like, "I've always understood it," and I don't know what you're talking about. It's just, and they're being honest. They're being completely truthful. So there's just nothing you can do about that. But anyway, so it's super simple and easy peasy. I just, so today is the 18th of June. Tomorrow is June 19th, which is a very special day, especially in the South. It's called Juneteenth, and it's pretty cool. I mean, like it commemorates. I guess it was a couple years after the slaves in the United States had been, had been it had become illegal to have slaves in the United States, but like a lot of slaves were not aware of it, and apparently some in Texas were unaware that they were no longer slaves, but they just weren't aware. And so that's when I guess they found out and had a big celebration. So that is, so I'm off tomorrow for that, but I do have to work on Saturday. So because we're having a special session, so I'm working on that. Not really, I'm just on call. Not working. So I'll probably just work on my 3JS videos and stuff like that while I'm watching and making sure everything seems to be okay. But anyways, yeah, that's that. It was easy peasy. Um, I don't know if there's much more to do with this one. I guess the next one is whatever the next size is, which I guess is the legitimate pyramid, the five-sided thing. But I guess not all five-sided. Like I think like some sided things I think are, I don't even know. We're gonna find out. But some sided things I think are like always the same shape, but then some are not. I don't know. That's actually really interesting to kind of observe as we move through these. But whatever five-sided is probably gonna be the next thing. I don't know. Maybe I Yeah, maybe it would be good to put like colors or something on this. I just don't think, I think we've already kind of done that, you know. Like we could put pictures, like it'd probably look really neat if we had like the spinny things that we had. I don't know, but I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to move to a five-sided, right? Because because there's no four-sided geometries. So, but I'll double check that tonight, actually. But anyway, so that's coming next. Happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. See y'all later. Bye.